Hello, this is Makeda of the Boston Bidoofs, and today I'm going to go over my Week 4 battle versus the LA Lucarios. This is a rough matchup because he is an opponent that is fairly skilled in the league compared to some of the other people. We have a lot of new people this season, so I am worried about this match, but I think that I could pull it together. Um, I do have a lot more experience than him, and I'm hoping that's going to help in the long run. But he did beat me once last season. So, uh, looking at his team, he's got three really big threats to me. The first being Gmax Inteleon that sets up Hail over my Sun if it uses Ice Beam, and the crits are very damaging to my bulky mons. Cinderace, who gets Libero, so it can change its type however. Azumarill is going to be great to deal with that. So I'm going to have to make sure I save Azumarill, keep it healthy for as long as possible, at least to get off an Aqua Jet, which will OHKO it at Fire type. While Sucker Punch won't do much to me, so I have to keep it relatively healthy, like above half health, and I'll be fine with that. His last threat to me, he has a lot of strong Pokemon, but the one I'm scared of the most is the Scrafty. Like I said, Azumarill is very important to my team. It one-hits the Scrafty with the Play Rough, but Poison Jab's going to be very difficult to deal with, and I don't really have any good fighting resists that can take some of the alternate coverage moves that Scrafty gets, like Volcarona still will die to a Rock Slide, Stone Edge, etc. So Scrafty is scary. I'm expecting Inteleon, Cinderace, Weezing, Flygon, Executor, and Scrafty. I think he's going to take advantage of the Sun by using Executor Chlorophyll because he can Specs it. I have no investment. Oh, I have slight investment on Venusaur, but without speed investment, I don't have a way to outspeed Executor in the Sun. So Specs Executor is going to be really difficult to deal with. I do have Porygon2 though. Porygon2 is an absolute monster in most of my matchups this season. And yeah, I'm just really excited. We'll see how it goes. Let me get into my team. So first of all, I'm bringing my Gmax Venusaur, of course. I have growth on it like I have in the past, but I don't really see an opportunity for me to use it. It's just there as a if I find an opportunity, because if I get it off, it's game over if the sun's up. There's nothing to do. Nothing he can do to me. So I brought a Yachi Berry because I'm afraid of that hailstorm. If the sun is not up, I will live a hailstorm or an ice beam quite healthily, and I can deal with it with Gmax Fine Lash. I could put a different berry on, like I thought about the Psychic Berry because of Executor, but I have a lot on my team that can deal with the Executor in alternate methods, so I'm not too worried about it, but it is going to be scary if it outspeeds me while I'm Gmax, because I'm pretty sure Psychic does like a minimum of like 88% or something ridiculous. So I have Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb for the stab coverage, and Earth Power there for the Cinderace. Gmax Quake is going to do a lot, although Pyro Ball does a buttload of damage. I think it can still OHKO me while I'm Gmax at full health, so that's scary if he's Jolly Choice Band. So if he's Choice Scarf Adamant, I have a chance. In the Sun, I don't know. I probably don't have a chance, but I should outspeed at that point, so Max Quake is there to help deal with the Cinderace. Next up is my Porygon2. A little bit different this time. I have Tri-Attack Ice Beam, and the reason I have that is because I am scared of that Cinderace High Jump Kick and the Scrafty fighting coverage, so I don't imagine he would bring High Jump Kick on both, but if he does, I have Protect to fake a to fake him out and make him take recoil, and I think that's gonna be really funny if I can get it off. I had Thunderbolt originally, but looking at his team, the only thing that Thunderbolt deals with is Inteleon, and I have a lot of ways to deal with that already. Volcarona has Giga Drain, Venusaur is a grass type, and I don't see him breaking through my Venusaur with the set and the strategy that I'm currently running, so I'm not too scared of the Inteleon. And of course, I have Recover because I need to stay bulky. This week, again, I'm going specially defensive. He has a lot of specially defensive threats, but the two that I'm scared of the most are Scrafty and Cinderace, which are physical, so This is just really there to deal with everything else on his team that's not Cinderace and Scrafty. Next up is my Torkoal. It's just a basic Heat Rock Drought set that I've been running, defensively based. I have Lava Plume for the 30% burn and Will-O-Wisp for the guaranteed burn if I hit, because I really would like to get a burn off on, let's say, Cinderace. So Torkoal is a great switch in if I'm expecting a high jump kick. It's a good way to scout it on Porygon too, because the second time he's probably not going to expect me to stay in and protect. But the first time I'll probably switch into Torkoal. If he changes type, I can get a Will-O-Wisp up. Earth Power is there for some stab ground damage. It doesn't do very much, but it's nice. And Clear Smog is there in case he tries to set up with anything, like if he bulk ups on Scrafty or work ups on Cinderace or something. So that's why I have Clear Smog there, because he's so defensive he can take a hit and just clear those stat boosts and not have to worry about it. So I'm hoping he'll be able to do some work. I really need to keep Sun up. If he sets up Hail, it's not the end of the world, because I do have Liepard, and I'll show you that set in a second. But ideally, Sun is up the whole match for me. Next up is my Azumarill. It's Choice Band again this week. Liquidation, Play Rough for the stab, and then Aqua Jet priority with knockoff. So I'm expecting him to probably lead Cinderace, because Cinderace is just so fast. He doesn't really lose anything by leading it, and I feel like it's beneficial to me to lead this, because if he switches out and I knock off, anything he switches in is going to not want to be knocked off, and I'm very hopeful that I can at least use that to scout what type of sets he's running by identifying what items certain Pokemon are. If he switches into Exeggutor, it dies. If he switches into Inteleon, it dies. Not that he ever would. You want to get Inteleon in swiftly or safely. But then I can just switch out into something that can take whatever Pokemon it is, and they're missing an item. So I think Azumarill is going to do a lot of work. I don't see a way for him to deal with this Azumarill with Cinderace, unless I'm already very weakened, in which case it's going to be a struggle for me. But if I'm locked into something, I definitely want to get out of there, because I need to save that Aqua Jet for that Cinderace. So that's the plan for that. Also, this can come in on Scrafty and take a knockoff. He can get rid of my Choice Band, so I can have that nice way to change my moves up. But I think I went with Choice Band over Expert Belt, just because I don't necessarily need to hit anything super effectively. I just need to hit something hard. So I can alternate between Liquidation, Play Rough, Knockoff, depending on what I'm expecting him to bring in, what I feel is the most safe, and I have a lot of coverage, and it's, no matter what, it's going to chunk something. So Azumarill is a real threat to his team, and I hope I can do well with it by predicting well. So my next choice is my Liepard, which is actually a very strange set. It is Focus Sash Prankster. So I have Liepard there because I want to paralyze something. I don't care what it is, if it's Inteleon, if it's Cinderace, Exeggutor, anything. I want to paralyze it. Thunderwave Prankster is great. I'll live a hit no matter what, unless he uses Hailstorm. But if he uses Hailstorm, I just set up Sun with Torkoal. So my plan is to use Sunny Day as an alternative way to get Sun up in this match, because Prankster Sunny Day is great. If he sets up Hailstorm and he just Hailstorms again, it's going to nullify the Sunny Day anyway. So Liepard's there as like a third outlet for getting the Sun up. And Play Rough is there for the Scrafty. If he's Roselli Berry or he's like max defense, it's not going to KO, but I think getting that damage off is crucial, because then Azumarill doesn't have to rely on the inaccuracy of Play Rough and can go for like a Liquidation or a Aqua Jet, hopefully, and be able to take it out. Focus Sash is there, so I can take a Hydro Snipe and then just get a Thunder Wave off. I'll probably have to sack something. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, I sack Torkoal. Honestly, it's not that useful. I have two other ways to set up Sun. I'm really going hard on the Sun this week, so we'll see how that works out. But I really think having Thunder Wave there for the Inteleon or the Cinderace is crucial, with Sucker Punch there just for extra priority, and the Play Rough there for the Scrafty, because I don't think he's going to expect the Scrafty or the Liepard to have Play Rough, and if he brings it on me, it's just going to die. So I'm not too scared. Hopefully, Liepard will do work. At the same time, all it has to do is get off a Thunderwave. One move. If it dies, it dies. That's fine. Focus Sash is there in case he uses Hydro Snipe, and then I can use Sunny Day the next turn. I don't expect him to Hailstorm, but he definitely could. So hopefully I'll catch him off guard with this. Next up is my Volcarona. This week I went with Life Orb Quiver Dance because I noticed that a lot of things on his team will not die after a single Quiver Dance, but Life Orb mitigates that a lot. Plus, it increases his damage output significantly, so I don't need to get off 2 Quiver Dances. Unfortunately, Cinderace doesn't die to anything on this set after a Quiver Dance, but that's okay because if I'm up against his Weezing, if it doesn't have Clear Smog, I can get off 2 Quiver Dances for free, and then it's just game over from there. With 1 Quiver Dance, since I'm timid, I'll match a Flygon, so I can try and speed tie it and kill it with the Bug Buzz, but most likely I'll have to switch out on that. But it is there in a worst case scenario. I stay in and I pray that I outspeed that speed tie, so... hopefully RNG is on my team this week. It hasn't had much favor for me this season, or last season for that matter. But I think that my team is solid enough that I can deal with his team fairly swiftly. So that Cinderace is a problem. That Scrafty is a problem, but I have ways to deal with them. So just wish me luck, and we'll get into the battle shortly. Alright, so our battle is about to begin. Let me just send this challenge. And let's see how it goes. It could honestly go either way. One mess up on either side. And he brought the exact team I was expecting. That's good. I'm going to lead Egg. Because if he leads Cinderace, I'll have an ability to do a lot of damage to anything that he... switches into using U-turn, because he can't really do more than 50% to me. So let's see. Oh, I forgot that he takes forever to put all the types into the team type calculator so he can address things. I wonder if he's Dragon Dance Scrafty. That'd be interesting. Torkoal's definitely going to be very useful with burns this match. And I'm going to need to get those Thunder Waves off on the others. Jesus, bro. There he is. Oh, he let Inteleon. I'm just going to go straight for the knockoff. If he focus energies here, that's scary, but he can't really touch Egg that well. And I'll be able to get rid of his Scope Lens. Azumarill resists most of the coverage that Inteleon gets, so... I think that blindsided him. He wasn't sure what was going to happen there. If he was going to lead his Gmax, I don't know how that would have turned out. Okay. Doug Dimmadome is here. That's fine. I could switch into 3 things. I don't want to stay in, obviously. I got rid of his Black Sludge, which is nice. I think I don't want to get poisoned on Dr. Mallard either, so I'm just going to go into Torkoal. Yes, okay. The Will-O-Wisp is good, although that would have been nice on Porygon. I still think that's the best play because it sets up Sun. Oh, he could be a special Flygon. He's been talking about that recently. Let Let's see if I could trace the levitate into the earthquake or the earth power, see what he does. Rock slide. Okay. That doesn't do anything. And he also is physical, so that's good. I'm just going to go for the tri attack as he switches out. Hopefully I can get a status on something. Paralyze. Oh, nice! Awesome. This went so well. I didn't even need my Lipard. I think I go for the protect here and see what he does. Oh, that's unfortunate that I did get the paralyze there, because if that was high jump kick, that would have been awkward. Oh, double paralyze. That's just bad. Triple paralyze. Oh my gosh. That's awful for him. That Cinderace is very scary. I'm going to just go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. He flinched me, though. The fact that that didn't do any damage makes me think he's probably Scarfed. He can just flinch me to death here. He crit me. Yeah. I'm just going to go for that. If I go back into Porygon2, he can't really touch me. And I'm just going to recover. His Flygon is useless. If he just keeps rock sliding, that's okay. I'm just going to heal off the damage anyway. So by going for the recover here, I guarantee Dr. Mallard is reasonably healthy for his Scrafty switch in right here, is what I'm guessing he'll bring. Oh, wheezing. Okay, that's fine. I don't really know what his plan is if he brought in Wheezing, except to just tank, I guess, but oh my gosh. Porygon2. I love you so much. The paralyze on that Cinderace was just... that was just so crazy lucky. The fact that I got it twice in a row, though, very unfortunate on his part. If he gets paralyzed here, that's like 4 for 5. Or 4 for 4? Did he even get a move off with Cinderace? I don't think he did. Whatever. Depression Demon. Oh my god. Oh my god! That's actually insane. Oh, he's bulk up. Okay, that's expected. Bulk up Shedskin? Nope. Play Rough here hits everything. I could Liquidation, but he has that +1 defense, so I'd rather just guarantee the kill. If he goes for Wheezing, I'm still going to do a huge chunk to it, and it doesn't have recovery anymore, so that's okay. Depression Demon. I mean, that's fitting. I think I just go for the Play Rough as he focus energies here because I need that damage off. Yep. And now he just dies to an Aqua Jet. He didn't live. He got lucky that he lived there, I think. And since he knocked off my Choice Band, I can just Aqua Jet now. Yeah, he's not living this. Alright, Dr. Mallard. That doesn't look like Specs damage. But even if it is, he's stuck in a Giga Drain, didn't do nearly enough. Oh, he's wishing. That's kind of annoying. He's not Specs then. I'm gonna go into Volcarona. Oh, nice prediction. I'm gonna give him that one. Nice. I just gave him Chlorophyll, but I'm not too worried if I die here because I'm just gonna go into Venusaur. I know he's not choiced, so he can't outspeed me, and I'm just gonna win. with Maxus. Because if he's not Specs, his Psychic won't do nearly enough. And he just dies to an Ooze, giving me a special attack boost. So, I think at this point I just win. Vine Lash should take out the Flygon at this range. And, the Maxus should kill it. Yep. Wow. That Tri-Attack RNG was just insane, and I'm very sorry. But I gotta get some karma back eventually, right? Jeez. Hopefully it's not next week versus Jonathan, but very good match, man. I'm sorry about the hacks, but GG and well played from what you could do at least. Sorry.